Have I gone live? Hmm, I just went. Let me just share the link and it will take a minute or so, and we will just start the stream going on. Let me just share the link and just come back, boys. Job is all done. I just shared the links to my social media profiles in my Discord group, and I just came now, boys. A lot of news has come out, like the fundamentals, and there's going to be a lot of fundamental news events also coming out. They may also release the pendant news events of like the NFP and CPI of last month too, randomly at times. So we have to be very, very careful of what we are going to do in this 2 days, like this today and then tomorrow. A lot of scenarios might change. A lot of scenarios might change, and that is how it is going to be. See, as I told yesterday, the CPI just also got pulled out of from this day. Today there was CPI news events, but it just got pulled out of this calendar to here today. And then tomorrow also there is no news. I think probably next week there might be some news events happening, or they are just going to put it in pendant and leave it off. But I do think that they are going to release all these news at random times and then just spike price up and below, and then make people lose a lot of money. So be careful while you're trading. Last month they did they last month they did the same thing. I think 2 months back they just did the same thing of not releasing the NFP on Friday and then just like postponing the NFP to Tuesday or Wednesday, and price just spiked up and below, like suddenly. Just don't get caught into that. All right, we don't need this. What is there? Yeah, all my 3 trades are there. So apart from that, we're gonna be clicking it out. Use house. I like to read all these news that just comes out of this page, like important news is about uh, related to gold, like what it is, what people are telling, and how it can move. Sometimes news reflects in the charts, okay, and also how price is going to be moving in the future and all those things. See, this press secretary has released Leavitt data likely never to be released. I just think they will release it somehow next week or this week. You have to be careful. She will not take the blame. She will just get herself out. She will not take the blame when it once once it is released. She will not take the blame. Likely, she will say, I just use the word likely, and you will be caught into it. So be careful. Okay. Let me just read all these news down and see how much important of news have come out, and then just jump into the charts and start analyzing it down. Yes. Wednesday night, White House says. Did he? I do not know if he just signed the bill or it is still pending. I do think it must have been signed by now, and the government just started to run. I just think so, but I do not know. I did not see it tweet or something from the X social media my page. I did not view it, so we have to see. Okay, let's just break price down of what it has done from yesterday to today, and how it can go in wise of this New York session right now, and how we can possibly make use of this trading day and probably trade too. Okay, yesterday price just closed very much bullish, very much bullish. Yesterday we did a trade live, and Tuesday also I did a trade, and Monday also I did a trade. But yesterday I did a trade live over here and called it out on the stream. And this was the trade over here. Just a pinch of this move and the price just spooked above. No issues. I just got my piece of the move, and however it goes from there. Okay. Price just went above and started retracing back, and high was over here and it broke above during today's Asian session, and it came below to this resistance, and it's like ranged pre-London, and it's like spiked above for the London session and start consolidating. All these data would make sense on how price is going to go for this session over here. 4-hour candle is going to be closing in another 15 minutes. There is also a gap over here. I do not know if the gap is also in my brokerage. You have to be always aware of this gap, boys. You have to be always aware of these gaps, and view various other pairs with other brokerages also. Like this is from forex.com and this is from Oanda. And if you're going to see into that, there is no gap in here. And when you view, and when you have the majority of it like this, you're going to need to forget this, so that you can trade peacefully. All right now. Daily time frame is bullish as of right now, and if you're going to see in the 4-hour time frame over here, this candle closure is very important. I think even if it's going to close in like this, there's a higher probability that the next candle would want to print in like this, or like this. This is a bearish candle. It might print. I am trying to say that the next candle might print in like this, the bearish candle, or the bullish candle is going to be like this. It all depends on how this candle is going to close, and we will only come to know about that in another 13 minutes or so when the 4-hour closes. So in the hourly time frame, in the daily time frame, price can just keep moving above too. But if you're going to see, the daily time frame is so much to the upside. The weekly time frame is so much to the upside, and you have to also consider that. we see the 4 hour, let's just come to the low time frames. 1 hour is trying to close in like this, like this. If the 1 hour is going to close in like this, there's a higher probability that charts in the next candle would want to come up till here, this area over here, or much lower. If price just projects an opportunity to me, I will be willing to take it also. We will just make use of it. The 1 hour time frame, the candle, this candle closure is very important to us, and let's just go in the low time frames. Resistance being put out to here, and it's like support being put out to here. This is the resistance zone. I like it as whole numbers, so let's just change it. I like it this way, so I just mention it this way. If you do not like it, you need not do it. This is exactly the zone, and that is the zone attested to here, which just got broken above at this place. So this is going to be the resistance. 100 may also make sense, and also 4244 also makes sense. So this is clear support over here because it got rejected multiple times over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 times it got rejected, and it is in like that. There is a support attested to this zone, and a very good support over here. If it gives us room to sell from this area to this area over here, we will try to trade this area. But I think price has a higher probability of coming to this zone and then just doing whatever it wants to do. But this zone over here, I do not know about it. Even if it is going to come to this zone over here, it is still going to close bullish only, and it will not be a problem. 4205.500, still it would close bullish only. So if this 1 hour candle is going to close in like this, then we are going to probably try and trade from here to this area. There is a 84 pip range. It is not like a smaller pip range. It has 84 pips in it, and if we get 40 to 50 pips out of it, we'll be fine with a nice RS2R2. This is 165 pip range. That is also very, very good. If you're able to cash in that, we would be fine. 15-minute time frame. We have to wait for this closure, boys. We have to wait for this 1 hour close, and then only we can see what is going to happen in here. I would like to really sell below this area, like the break from, if price breaks below this area, I would like to sell. But I think with given the price action, price would not give you an opportunity in between these two areas. From this area to this area, volume would just spook below, and then price would just keep running, and you will not get an opportunity. But if we get one, we will take it. But if we go from above this zone, if you're going to do a trade above this zone without the price breaking below this area, probably a rejection might happen, and then we will just get taken down. Let's see how things will go for this New York session. Probably we will be able to get a trade in. What the? What do you guys think about how the price is going to go for this New York session? What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the chat. I would like to really know what you guys think. Mhm. 15 minutes just going above from here. I do not know how it is going to close. We have to see and wait for the closure to happen, and then just only we can decide of how things are going to move for this New York session. If this candle is going to close bearish in here, like engulfing the previous candle, I think it has a high probability to go bearish up until this zone. It is all just based on the closure of the 15-minute and the 30-minute time frames. We have to wait and see. One thing we do have in this area is we have a clear support. We have a clear support, and resistance is here. It is good. I do not think this this resistance will be rejected. We will have to see. How are all the other pairs doing over here? This government shutdown ended, and the prices are just rising against the United States dollar. I thought maybe price would just start coming down bearish, but it is not going anywhere near bearish. What the hell? This, I think I just did this trade long back. This is of September 2025, 6:30. I do not know about this. Let's just keep it for another time. 2 minutes till the 4 hours going to close, and let's just wait for the close to happen and then see what we can do about and how we can roll things down in this new session over here. I do not really like the price action in the 30-minute time frame. 15 is fine, 1 hour is fine. 1 hour has to close. It's going to close the way it is going to close, then we have to see. 1 minute 30 seconds till closure for the 4 hour time in the 4 hour time frame, and we have to see how it's going to go. All right, the 4 hour has just closed, and it's just closed bullish. The 1 hour time frame, if we see price is in like this, I really like it to close bearishly engulfing from the previous candle so that we could be confident in taking a bearish move. But it has closed like this. It can close however it wants to. We have to just make perceive of what price is doing, and if we get an opportunity out of it, we get an opportunity out of it. Price action over here is crazy in between this range. This 15-minute price action is not also clear. It's just like came down above like this, and a lot of things are lagging over here. We might be able to get an opportunity in, but we have to wait and let price roll things down, and then we have to make ourselves available to take it home. I'm up for I am up for a good trade today, but the setup has to come my way. A candle can be printed in like this, or a candle like this, wick up to here, and then it's like move above and close in here, and then the 4 hour would just continue to move above because it just closed low body only, like neutrally, like neutral. The price is neutral in the 4 hour time frame, not bullish, not bearish. It has closed with a little bit of body to the bearish side. But if a candle just closes in like this, we have to accept it. Let's see, there is a lot of probability that can happen over here. If the 15-minute was clear, I would have taken a sell over here up until this area, but it is not clear. What do you guys all think about this new session? Bullish or bearish? How is it going to go? Share your thoughts in the chat. If this candle is able to, if this candle over here is able to close below this support zone, support range, and once it makes a wick to the top side, I would just sell it to this area. Definitely I'll try to do it, but price has to close and also give us an opportunity. Like, there should be a pip range for us to get in and get out, and also there has to be Rs to R. If that is not there, then it is useless getting in. Not useless, we could be making a small amount of money, but how that is not how I want to continue doing trades. I need at least 0.75 Rs to R plus. That is, I need the risk to reward should be 0.75 plus at least for me to be getting in a trade. This candle could probably be like close over to here and then like this, or close over here and then make a wick up to this area, or just close above here itself. How's the 5 minute closing? 5 minute is closed in very strong, rejecting from this area. If it would get down right now, I would understand why. I think there is a higher probability of this 4-hour candle closing bearish in here, and it would not disturb the daily time frame in any way. How's the 15 minute going to close? A lot of people from this Fed, FED, FOMC is just pushing news into this page. I think a lot of people wants the position of Jerome Powell. I think so, because Trump says he's going to be appointing a new guy, of whomever he likes, and I think a lot of people are pushing in for that position. They want to earn this guy's faith so that they can just get the position of Jerome Powell. I think Trump also tried to just fire Jerome Powell away, but the markets reacted so bloody, and the plan got aborted. They all just want the position of Jerome Powell right now. This Dali, and there must be another guy over here too. Bostic is from the Waller, Williams. Besant is the Treasury Secretary. A lot of people. Barr is also from the Fed. A lot of people from the Fed wants the position of Jerome Powell right now, and they are just fighting for it. If the 15-minute is going to close below over here, okay, and I cannot do a sell, put an in, I cannot do a sell with my stop loss over there. I do not think probably this 15-minute would close over here. It might go to here and it's like big back or close below 2. But I think, in my opinion, it would just push to this area and it's like big back and close somewhere over here. I do not know about that, but I think it has a high probability of doing it. But I cannot do a sell if price is just going to close over here and then keep my take profit area over here and then put the stop loss to here. So I need a wick in the 15-minute time frame. If price is going to close here, I need a wick in the 15-minute time frame above here, so that if I am going to enter in here, I want my stop loss to be put here, not here, because price can do whatever at any moment, and I do not want to risk that much into this trade because it is not worth it. The risk to reward ratio in trading is very, very important, boys. The risk to reward ratio in trading is very, very important. And a lot of people say, a lot of traders also say the risk to reward ratio does not matter. And I do not know how their strategy works, but to me, and in my opinion, the risk to reward ratio matters so much in trading. How did the 5-minute close? 5-minute closed very bearish in here. Buy that. How is it going to close? Exactly like what I said. Is it going to close exactly like what how I said, or how's it going to be? If price is going to close below this zone, we need room to get into this area. If price is going to, the same idea as I already said it, if price is going to close below this area over here, I'm going to wait until this candle makes a wick to the top, and I'm going to enter on the break of the low. Not over here, but here. I expect a candle to fill in like this after making a wick to the top, and it can close however it wants to in the 15-minute time frame. But if I get a wick and then just like come low, I'm going to enter this region over here and then take profit over here, stop loss over here. Let's see how it wants to close. Da, 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 da. 2 minutes till closure. Let us wait. After closure, let us just wait for a wick to be made to the top, and we can probably get a trade in, boys. How many minutes till closure? 10 seconds till closure, and we are just going to be waiting for a wick. 15 minutes has closed in. If price is going to make a nice wick over here, I'm going to try to enter in here. I do not want to trade in like this. I want a wick to be made to the top, and then prices float down. Or there is no trade in here. If price is just able to make a wick over here, yeah, it would be really good. I would just enter on this area over here, on the break of the low. I need a wick to this area or this area over here. If I'm going to enter right now itself, I'm going to be needing to put my stop loss over here or over here. And this is an area where I do not want to risk that much, and this is an area where my stop loss floats. So I do not want to do two of those things over here. So I'm just going to wait for a wick, and if there is no wick, there is going to be no entry. Still the wick is not made. I'm just waiting in for it. Now I think price is just pulling back. If it just makes a wick, I'm just going to do it. wick is just not still made. Price is just stuck right now. If it just starts pushing bearish, I would understand why. But if a wick is made, I can get an entry in. We just have to wait, boys. We just have to wait. We cannot rush into it. We just have to wait. And that is how it is. You want to get a good trade in, you have to wait. As you start going about, it's going to make a wick to here or here. It would be a good trade to just go near bearish. Up until this point, the wick is not made and it's just starting to fill below. It's fine. Yeah, I think it is going to go to this area. I understand why price is just going bearish, because that is how the way it is. If a wick was made, we would have been safe and would also be able to do a trade, and then we would have been able to take the risk that comes from this trade. If my stop loss is over here, then it would not have been good. If I'm going to do it this time, the next time also I'm going to do it, and that is not how I want to be trading. One time around, price just takes me out and then just done for like 4 to 5 trades. I do not want to do it. Bro, உங்க monthly income எவ்வளோ? How do I put it? Bro, உங்க monthly income எவ்வளோ? I do not want to talk about incomes over here. Bro with Surya. Price just went to this area over here without creating a wick. And I thought maybe we can do a trade in if it creates a wick. It did not. I just went to this area. It is fine. If that is how price wants to roll down, then that is how it will roll down. It would have been a nice trade if it just created a wick to a little bit, but it did not just do it. But that is fine. Price is just going to go to this area too. I do not know. We have to see. There is a higher probability that price will also go to this area over there. Just a little bit over to here or here, it would have been a good trade. But price, I think price still has an probability to also go above from here to this area too. So we have to wait and see how things are all going to roll down, and probably we might be able to get a trade in. My heart just hurts a little bit seeing price just went to that area. I just called it out over here that it can go up until this point over here, probably before the 4 hour closure itself, but it just went to that area and I was not able to get a trade in. But that is how discipline works in trading. In trading, that is how discipline works. How did Nifty go? Has it been raising? I think the Nifty 50 is going to continuously push above once the India and United States of America tariffs just get signed. If the tariffs are going to get signed, if the tariffs are going to get signed, the Nifty 50 is going to push very much to the top side and we will not be able to catch it. And that is how I view Nifty 50 and all the stocks too. Oh, 4 minutes till the 30 minute to close, and how is it going to close? Let's just see if we can get an opportunity in over here. Probably we will be able to take up an opportunity. Sometimes this is how it is. 2 minutes until the 30 minutes going to close. How's it going to be? If the next candle is able to print in like this, if it's going to close over here, and if the next candle is able to close bullish over here, like a low body candle. I would probably enter on the break of the low of this candle, put the stop loss to here, and then probably target up to this area. Yeah, I would definitely do it if it is going to be like that. But in this 15 minutes itself, it's going to go to that area. 1 minute until closure. 15 minute and the 30-minute candle is going to close in another 10 seconds or so. We have to see how things are going to roll down for the next 15 minutes. Probably we might be able to get a trade in this range, and it would be really good. A trade would also always be really good, but if we are going to get an opportunity or no is the real question. Pushed, pushed to this area too. Pushed to that area too. Holy shit. Let's just wait and see if we are able to get a pullback move in here. I do not think. Let's just wait and see if we are able to do a correctional move in here, and price just does a correctional move in here, we'll be able to trade. Could have definitely taken this sell over here, this sell over here, but we did not do it since the price did not give us an opportunity. For me, if for you price did give an opportunity, it is fine. Sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, if you predicted a move and if you predicted a move in while trading, while analyzing and breaking down price, and if everything happens just like the way you said it would happen, and if you did not get an opportunity to trade, or the RS2R just did not set for you, it is completely fine, and that is how a lot of times are going to be in trading, and you have to be okay with it, because at the end of the day price does not care if you or your friend or your family loses it. Price just price just does not care about you or whomever is trading right now. It moves however it wants to, and you have to think and enter. And if it sets for you, you just do it, or you just do not do it, even if you know the entire move. You just do not do it. Right at this point in the 4 hour time frame, I could see a bearish, a pullback from price, but I do not know when that is going to happen. Right at this point, price is moving bearish, and it would move bullish from some point if price wants to. And if there is going to be a correctional move getting in here, we would probably try and trade that too. That is how I did this trade. I think it was Tuesday when I did this trade. Price just pushed bearish, and I thought, oh, price just pushed so much bearish, and I thought it is not going to continue to push bearish from here. Once it closed bullish over here, I just did a buy on the break above of this candle over here, and once I bought, prices closed bearish. I still knew that price is just not going to keep going bearish from here, and just put a SL in here. And if price is going to keep pushing bearish, it is going to be okay if it just hits my SL. And price just moved above. Actually, this was SL over here. This was, yeah, it somehow got changed. 5 5 28, whatever. This was my SL. This is not my SL. And then it just pushed. If I would have left this trade for the entire night or so, I would have been over here in the morning. But it is all right. Let's just focus on in right now over here. Price is over here right now, pushing bullish. The way things are in price action trading is, I also called a lot of things out on how candles can close over here. A lot of these things would have been wrong too. But, that is what I say most of the time while I am trading in front of the screens. Price just wants to, price just closes however it wants to close, and it goes however it wants to go. When you think you know, price would just do the opposite thing. What you have to focus in trading is, you have to make yourselves available of what price is doing at that moment, and if you are able to perceive it, you should just do it. If price is going to close above this zone over here, I would really love to do a trade once the 1 hour closes in a bullish trade up until the first secure zone would be here, and then I would not leave it up to here. I still think the 4 hour candle is going to close in bearish only, but it can do a pullback from this area. I also have to see if price is going to close below in here, would there be an opportunity for me? 92 pip stop loss and then 50 pip take profit. No, I would not do it. I would not do it. Yes, we still have 5 more minutes to close and we have to see. Is everything fine? Is everything fine? My streaming software just got disconnected, it says. Is everything fine? Am I online? I do not know. The stream health is in excellent condition. Oh, just made a high and then you just started pushing low. I just asked price for a high over here, and then it just made a high over here. Holy fury! It's just moving down so much. Oof, persons. All right. What does it want to do over here? Holy fury. Holy. Oh. The volume is just hidden in, boys. The volume is just crazy and then it's like hidden in. What the ball? Gold is just floating down right now so much with volume. And holy. I still think it is going to close bullish only over here for today. And if it is able to do any correctional move in here, I would just take it home. I would just take it. I just asked for a wick over here and it's like it made a wick over here. Holy shit. And if it would have made a wick over here, this candle over here, it would have been good. I would have just cashed a trade in and then I would have been out. But it is how it is, guys, boys. It is how it is. I do not think price is going to go any more bearish from here. Maybe just test back to this area or over here and then just like start coming above. Correcting correctional move starts from here, I think so. Maybe a retest to this area next candle and it's like start pulling above. I still think it is going to close bullish in here and then I'm just going to continue to trade thinking that it's going to close bullish only over here. We do not need this over here right now. We can have these two zones over here. We can make use of that. Maybe after this candle over here, price would just come bearish to this zone and then pull bearish to this zone and then would pull back and close over here itself like this. It would just test back to this area and then close over here itself, and then from there it would just start moving above. That is how I can see the correctional move happening, or however it wants to do. I will try and do it. How is it going to close in the 1 hour time frame? A correctional move from here up until like it gets bullish over here. Over here is where it gets bullish. So we can try and target this zone over here, and then would continue to target also this zone over here. So if I'm going to get a trade in, I would just secure a lot of these profits over here and then leave the trade on up until here and put a break even in place. So that I also secure some profits out of the trade, and I also am in a break even stage, and at the same time my trade just keeps running, and if it goes to my profit zone I get extra and my trade also wins. If this candle over here, how is it in the 15 minute? If this candle over here would want to close over here, I would completely understand why. I would completely understand why. And if this candle is going to close in here or like this, and when it creates a wick to the bottom, I would just enter right in there or break above the high over here and then put the stop loss right at this low itself or to this area over here when it closes bullish. But we have to see how it's going to close and then probably get a trade in. We have to wait. We have to wait. If we can wait and then just like keep um, perceiving what the price is doing and make ourselves available, we will be able to get a trade in. First target would be this zone over here because that is where the daily time frame gets bullish. We'll just have marked, we will just mark this area as DTF flip. DTF flip. And even if this candle wants to close above over here, I would understand why. Let me just be back in a minute or so, boys. How is price running in right now? And I just came back. Hey, what the mother? Oh, it's just moving and moving and moving. If we need to get into a trade, I think we need some kind of a room of like a risk to reward ratio into a trade. If not, you can keep trading, and then if you're going to lose one, you're going to be losing big. You have to be consciously aware of what you're doing and just keep doing it, and then you'd be just you would be gradually just moving up and up and up and up. How's it going to close? I think if it's going to close in like this, the next candle could probably be like this, a bearish candle, and then from there it would do whatever it wants to do, and that is how I think it is going to be. And probably I may not be able to get in because this I think is going to be a lot of pip range. I'm going to get enter over here. There is a 140 pip stop loss and then only a 40 pip take profit. That is a 0.30 hours to our trade, and I do not want to do it. One hour is just closed in. This is even a lot of room. Yeah, this is even a lot of rooms. Lot of rooms. I need some kind of deviation to just enter into this area. I need some kind of a deviation to just enter into this area. Some kind, some sort we need. If this candle is going to close in bearish like this and it's going to pull back and close, once it just breaks the high of this candle over here, I would just put the stop loss to that candle slow and then just like enter. First take profit, second take profit. It would be a nice idea. Once I execute it, it will be clean. Once I execute it, it will be clean, boys. It will be clean. We just have to wait for this 15 minute to close in and then we're going to just trade, I think. The trade is coming our way. Once this candle closes in bearish, I'm going to enter in the break of this high over here or here, and then first take profit and second take profit. It's going to be the idea over here. We just have to wait for this 15 minute to close in. This 15 minute. If it's going to close bearish, we're going to do it. Da, 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 da. I'm not going to do over here. Nope, that's not very good. You just have to wait. A lot of people do not wait in trading and then just like go and end in the wrong way. If you just wait, you will get an opportunity in. You just have to wait. It is better not to trade a shit setup, more is to our setup, than just keep trading and be frustrating as hell. And be frustrated as hell. You just have to wait. You just have to wait for the opportunity to arrive and then you can do the trading. I still think this candle is going to end up bearish over here. If it ends up bearish, I'm just going to do a buy. Why not just end it in? If this candle just goes bullish up until this area, then we do not have an opportunity over here. Then also I have a trade idea over here. If this candle is going to close up over here, this candle over here, then the next candle, if it prints in like this, bearishly pushing, and then the next candle would close in like this, I will take a trade on an instant buy and then just like continue to go about to this area. First TP and only TP around this area. If we do not wait, it is not going to be so good in trading. This was the correctional move I was talking about, and price is just moving above. Maybe it gave an opportunity to some of you guys, but for me, it did not give out one, and that is how it is. Once this candle closes in like this, I would wait for a bearish candle to print in here, and then if the next candle is going to print in bullish, I'm just going to do an instant buy over there and continue to buy it up to this area, because I think at the end of the day, price will just close above there, and I'm just going to do it. I thought this candle has high probability of closing in bearish, but it just closed bullish. Either way, we're going to get an opportunity in, and I'm just going to trade today. How is it going to close? In the 15-minute time frame. If it's just going to continue to go bullish from here straight up to this area, I do not think it will happen like that. But if it is going to continue to go straight into this area bullish, then we do not have an opportunity in here, because I do not see price that way. But if price is going to give us an opportunity, I still think The daily time frame closure is going to be bullish, a little bit bullish like that. So when it rejects from somewhere and then just like forms support over there, I would definitely do a buy leading up to this area or this area over here. I'm going to have a solid stop loss so that I just get taken out at a zone where I feel comfortable at risking that much, and also a valid zone where price could not reach up to. And if it reaches up to there, I know price is not okay and it is completely fine. 2 minutes until closure, and now it's going to close. 15 minute has closed in. It has closed in bullish only. I think a rejection will take place over here somewhere. And if price is going to continue to go in this direction, it is completely fine. I do not have an entry, and that is how it is going to be for today. But if price is going to reject from there to here like this, once the next candle, I'm going to enter on the break the high over there. So let me just mark the play out. How's it going to be? If this candle, this 15-minute candle is going to close in like this, I will do an entry on the next candle once it just crosses over this area. If it once it crosses over like this area, if the candle is going to come crossing this body, then I'm just going to do an entry over here. Or if it just does not cross the body over here, if it's just going to close in like this, then I'm going to do an instant buy over here, put in the stop loss below this candle's low, and then just going to continue to buy up this area. And I think there would be enough Rs to R in there. Once I secure profits, once I will secure profits of this zone like 75 percentage, and then just like um, put my TP to here. If it does not give us an entry over here, it is completely fine. Let it just continue to keep moving above. If it is going to move above this area and then just like do a retracement over here and then put a bullish candle over here, I will just continue to trade up to this area. I still think that price and the daily closure of today is going to be bullish. It is going to close bullish only, and right now at this point it is bearish. I think it will close a little bit of bullish. I think this area is highly achievable based on probabilities, so I will target that zone. It is all based on how price is going to close and things are and how things are going to roll down. We just have to wait for things to roll down and then just to like do an entry. I just tried to trade over here. The trade was not the trade like it like the price did what I called it out on the stream. It would go bearish up till this area. I did not see up till this area, but I saw it up till this area. But I wanted price to make a wick so I can put the stop loss over here. I could not risk up until this place over here. Even if price does not come up until this place over here, I do not even want to put my stop loss over there because that is not how I want to go down. If I'm going to do it this time, then I'm going to probably do it next time also. I do not want a habit like that. It did not make a wick up till here, it just started passing down, and I did not want to put my stop loss over here floating because if even if it wants to make a little bit of wick, I'm going to be taken down of the trade. And price just floated down to this area and over to here. Now we're just waiting for the correctional move to happen because I think the 4-hour time frame price just can come and close above. That's not going to be an issue in it, and the daily time frame can close in bullish. We just have to wait and get a trade in over here. All right, boys, let me just end the stream for today, and I'm going to continue to trade forward. I'm going to be trading up until like 11 p.m. IST. And if I'm going to enter into a trade, I'm going to post it on my Discord channel. The link to my Discord channel is in the description. Make sure to join, subscribe to this channel, leave a like, and show some support. If I get into a trade, I will definitely post. Once I get into the trade, I will definitely post it on this Discord group so that you can all make use of that opportunity to trade and make something out of it. And make sure to tune into the stream tomorrow too, and it will be tomorrow 7 p.m. IST, and let's just all meet over there. If I'm going to, I will say this one more time, if I'm going to do a trade today, I will definitely post it on the Discord group once I enter into the trade. So make sure to join my Discord group. The link to my Discord group is in the description, so that when I trade, you can make use of that opportunity. So let's see tomorrow, boys. I'll be doing same New York session streams for tomorrow, and see you all tomorrow. Thank you, boys. Thank you all for watching. Thank you.